Hello, hello, hello. Antphrodite here, your pop culture psychic, back to you again with a pick a card reading. Now, this is the third installment of my Venus retrograde inspired X's series. Now, these pick a cards are timeless. This one is for why didn't me and my ex work out? So if you're wondering why didn't it work out, hopefully I can help find the exact reason for that. So let's just go ahead and show you guys what's on this, what we have to choose for on the screen right now. So if you have never done a pick a card before, quiet your mind for 10 minutes, breathe. This is an intuitive test. If you want your own personal reading, you can always get those when they are available. I do sell it quick though, I will tell you that. Excuse me. But quiet your mind, breathe. 1, 2, or 3. So whichever one jumps out to you, whichever one calls to you, whichever one you see in your mind's eye, meditate, think on it. That is the one you're drawn to. You go to the timestamp that is listed in the bio that is directly correlated with each group. And that is your reading. Now this one is, once again, for what did I learn from my ex? Basically what we're trying to figure out here, and let me see, okay, I just want to make sure everything's set up. Basically what we're trying to figure out is why you guys were together and what'd you learn from them? Like, what was the purpose of that entire thing? If you guys please could follow me on Twitch, Instagram, subscribe obviously here on Twitter, on YouTube, follow me on Twitter and TikTok, Antphrodite. And if you want to, and if you really enjoy these readings, please, there is a tip link down below. Feel free to tip if you want to, you don't have to. So, we're going to go ahead, get started, go to the timestamp of your reading. And yeah. Okay, group number 1. Hi, you guys. This is for why didn't me and my ex work out? Basically, what happened? So this right here is obviously hand sanitizer. And the reason I put hand sanitizer here is because there had to have been a lot of cleaning of messes. It seems to me like you guys had to clean up a lot of messes and you had to do a lot of fixing. Yeah, yikes. I think this group is full of fixers. And if you aren't a fixer, you guys 100% were cleaning up their mess over and over and over again. Okay? And I'm going to be honest with you, it looks like you have a much simpler life without them. So let's go ahead and pull the cards. Justice. I told you. Thank God it's over. Why are the cards not focusing? 10 of Swords. Lots of self-sabotage. Longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. Oh my God, that's a lonely person. Green Man's Door, portals to the fairy world, Wheel of the Year, galactic, and Gaian entry points. This is literally about you opening the door for them. Vulcan, inventiveness. Boricua in the house, unity. Venus, love, beauty, money. Share wisdom. Oh my God. Okay, I know exactly what happened. Child that was meant to be. So this looks like a very childish connection. This looks like one of our first loves for a lot of you guys. But it also looks like this person did not want to grow up. Definitely looking for a mother figure or father figure. Definitely childish. Definitely irresponsible. You had to clean up all of their messes. They're prone towards self-sabotage. They mess up a lot of things that they are passionate about. It's like they consistently mess up and they're always just like screwing things up. And it feels very sad boy, sad girl energy. It feels very like, feel sorry for me. I'm a victim. Like it's totally like, it feels like the first ex that a lot of people have. This card right here, Share Wisdom, tells me that this person doesn't trust anyone and this person doesn't let anyone in, but they let you in and you were made to feel special. And that is why the two of you connected, is because you felt special. Venus, you felt like you're the only one that understands them. You're the only one that gets them. You're the only one that loves them. Unity, you felt like when you were together, it was perfect, but every time you were apart, things would go like awry. Like they couldn't handle being alone. Everything would mess up and they needed you. And it was almost like you liked being needed more than you liked being in the relationship, and vice versa. Vulcan is inventions and inventiveness. So to me, it's like this person was a lot of you, it feels very strong, like a lot of you first love, first serious relationship. But also Vulcan is like, they always came up with new ways to rope you in. Even if you were trying to leave, this person would come up with a new excuse as to why they couldn't do something or why they needed you. Child that was meant to be, again, childish as hell. I do think that a part of them were it looks like they might have been really relying on family. Maybe some of them were mama's boys, maybe they were daddy's girls. Like, it feels very strongly like they were really relying on family. Perhaps some of them wanted to rely on family but had none and felt abandoned. Abandonment issues galore there as well. And it looks like you were kind of their ticket to life. Like, without you, they couldn't do anything, and they were kind of using you to get, their ticket out. It definitely looks like they were sad and alone, and they wanted to connect to people. And Justice card being upright is really good too, because Justice here means you learned an extremely valuable lesson. And the lesson that you learned is not to do for others what they won't do for you. That is what I keep hearing over and over again. And you also learned not to feel sorry for people. I think you guys mistaked empathy and sympathy for love. You had empathy for them, you had sympathy for them, but you weren't in love with them. You wanted to help them. And I think that's exactly what this scenario was. I think that's exactly why you guys didn't work out and why the situation didn't manifest further, because it was a mistake in love. It was literally like, I was just helping you. Thanks for the help, bro. Like, that's what I keep hearing over and over again. I also think this person is in cycles of doing this. I think they're cyclical. I think they do this over and over and over again. It's so weird. It's like, I keep hearing like Cancer and like family. So to me, it's like perhaps their family was like overbearing and like just in all of your stuff. And like, what's the word? When you have like the mother-in-law from hell, it's like, I know I said mama's boy and like daddy's girl, but it's like when they have like this, it's like they were conditioned to need. So that's either from an overbearing parent or having abandonment issues. But it's literally, what's that Oedipus complex or whatever it is, where like they're in love with their mom type stuff. I think some of you, I heard that. So I feel like some of you, that's going to be validating for you guys. But yeah, this definitely, I mean, you didn't work out because you weren't in love, period. That's on period, boo. Like, you guys, you felt sorry for them. You wanted to help them, and you got that confused with love, which is very common. I also think part of you feels like they could have had the world. So a lot of you, this was a lesson in terms of like, you can't be someone's reason for living. You can't be someone's, drive and ambition. They have to have that on their own. Excuse me, it's the truth. The 10 of Swords being reversed is like self-sabotage, which means that they screwed up all their stuff so that they could perpetually be a victim, and perpetually wallow in self-pity. I don't think that this person really, I don't think they wanted to do anything. I think they just liked being comfortable, and I think that they did anything they could to be comfortable, and I think you picked up on that. So honestly, this one taught you it taught you not to overly do for others. It taught you not to sort of, it taught you to decipher your emotions and whether you're in love with someone or just have some sort of empathy or sympathy for them. And I think it also taught you boundaries, especially when it comes to family around them or lack thereof family. I think you guys also learned to look for red flags when it comes to friendships, who they're friends with, maybe if they have no friends. Like, it definitely looks like you learned a lot about that. And I just find it hard to believe. I know the question is like, why didn't we work out? But like, you didn't work out because you weren't even supposed to be together. I think you guys were supposed to be friends, and it just got messed up along the way. So that's what I see for you guys. Group number 1, I hope you liked it. Make sure you follow me on Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Antphrodite. Subscribe down below. And also, if you guys would like to leave a tip, I'd really appreciate it. There's a link to tip me and my PayPal in the bio. If you guys want to check out some of my other readings that I did on X's, there'll be links everywhere. And it's in my Pick a Card Readings playlist on my channel. So until next time, bye, group number 1. Okay, group number 2. This is for why didn't my ex work out? So if you guys have not watched my other ones, there are other readings on exes. Please watch them. Let's just go ahead and get started. So Hot Pockets. You guys chose the Hot Pocket. So interestingly enough, I chose this one to represent protective energy. This is like a big hug. This is I'm your protector. I'm your shield. See how that manifests. Oh, Wheel of Fortune. Haha. Ooh, Six of Pentacles. Reliability and accountability, dependability as well. Wheel of Fortune is opportunity. Soul family. Call in your tribe. Ooh. You don't have to do it alone. You got used. Shimmer. Glamour, confidence, allure, charisma. Oh my God. Yeah, this group got bamboozled. You didn't work out because they used you. Thor, action. Thor is hot too. Ooh. Somebody chose the charismatic a-hole. Reduction. Oh, they made you less than. Water, emotions. The Sage. This is, again, another card of, like, bestowing wisdom. And envy and gluttony. This is a competitive energy. So first and foremost, you guys didn't work out because it looks superficial. I'm not going to lie to you. Definitely looks like superficial energy here. We're seeing a lot of charisma, a lot of uniqueness, a lot of nerve, a lot of talent. No, we're seeing a lot of confidence. This person can win anyone over. Very charming, very charismatic. We definitely are looking at Thor here. Thor is hot. Like, this is a hottie. And action means they're a doer. So they actually follow through with what they say. Like, they literally follow through with what they say. They're definitely a chaser. But the problem is they want someone less than. They want someone underneath them. There is an envy and gluttony tells me that they're nothing's ever good enough for them. They want more and more and more and more. Bigger is better. I want more. I want more money. I want more success. I want better looking people. I want more things to do. They're restless. And envy and gluttony tells me they feel like you're a competitor. It's a competition. So for them, it's like, you're not equals, you're competition. And if you step on your toes, you've got to go. The Wheel of Fortune, they upgraded after you 100%. The Six of Pentacles says that they liked how reliable you are, but they pushed you down. And that's why we have this Hot Pocket as like a shell, because you were something that protected them whenever they needed you, but they never protected you. So this is literally like you're like their armor and their shield, and you're the cannon fodder. So if you have to go, you'll go. When someone gets hit and they're wearing armor, the first thing that goes is the armor. And that was you. You were the armor, and you were the first thing that they shed to get where they needed to. Soul family tells me you guys 100% have past life karma. 1000% past life karma. This situation must have been pretty intense. It had to have happened pretty quickly because this is intense, charismatic energy. It was probably superficial a little bit. The Sage tells me you learned so much. And I do think that this person is a knowledgeable teacher. Like, I don't think that this person is an idiot. I actually do think that this person has a lot of knowledge to share. And I do think they taught you a shit ton. So I do think that a part of you is like, well, I did kind of learn some stuff from them. You know, they might be talented. They might have taught you how to really talk to people, or they might have been someone that had some sort of respect outside of the relationship. Maybe they were a prominent figure in their community, or someone people looked up to. Because I'm feeling very Leo energy, so it's like I have a lot of pride and ego. You know, I'm a good person. I do all these things. So it feels like you were kind of their plus one. Like, you know what I think of, like First Lady. Like, where you're supposed to be perfect and you're supposed to be the plus one, and you're just supposed to be, you know, smart enough to make me look good, but not smart enough to make me look stupid. And it feels like it got to the level where you basically learned enough from them. So you didn't work out, because honestly, I feel like you guys were supposed to learn how to do a few things with them. There's a few like skill sets and talents you were supposed to pick up, and then you were supposed to go. Because it looks to me like as soon as people get too smart, as soon as people learn too much, this person upgrades to someone dumber and simpler. Perhaps some of you just got upgraded some of you maybe got divorced, and they married someone younger or started dating someone younger. Could be a midlife crisis, but basically what I'm seeing here is like someone who was just like, Yeah, I want someone a little bit less. It's almost like you're too good for them. They don't think that. They just don't want you because they feel like you're stepping on their toes. It's a competition for the spotlight. Situation. I also think of situations like if you were like someone who was a stay-at-home mom and then you wanted to make your own business and things got messed up because you started to be more of an individual. It seems like, yeah, I feel very traditional too. I'm hearing the words traditional. It feels like they're very traditional. If they're not traditional, then they're a lot more traditional than they say they are. And that might have been a point of contention between the two of you. Because I just feel like they're pushing you down. And the past life connection here seems to be the power dynamic that's flipped. It seems like there had to be some sort of connection in the past where someone owed someone something. That's what it feels like. Like, I owe you this one. It's weird. And water is like sensitivity and emotion. So it means that like there had to be something really, really, really deep. Some of you might have connected over a deep wound too, like something you both shared. Like maybe you both lost a parent, or maybe you both had something, maybe you both had like a similar career or upbringing or something, but there's definitely some like thread of connection that is bringing me back to past life. But it doesn't really matter because it's really difficult to look into past lives and stuff like that, especially with tarot. But shimmer means that this looked good on paper. This is literally a relationship that looked good on paper. You probably looked really good to everyone. This might have been a relationship where it looked good on the outside, but in the inside it was terrible and crumbling. And I feel like this person pushed you down. So it didn't work out because you were just supposed to learn something and then go. That's it. They were supposed to teach you a few skill sets. It looks like tangible skill sets. Perhaps how to engage with people, how to make connections, maybe business savvy, or maybe, some sort of friend that you made through them. Some of you could have made a friend through them. That could be the past life connection, the soul bond, where one of their friends remained your friend, or they introduced you to someone who ended up being very close to you, who ended up working with or starting a business or something. Perhaps they introduced you to someone very important. I think they were kind of a stepping stone for you as well. So that's what I see basically for why me and my ex didn't work out, group number 2. If you like that, please make sure you follow me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, Antphrodite, and make sure you subscribe on here. If you guys would like to tip me, there is a link in the bio to my PayPal. You don't have to, but if you want to, I'd really appreciate it. Make sure you watch the other pick-a-cards for the X series for this Venus retrograde when they are also timeless. And until next time, bye, group number 2. Okay, group number 3. Group number 3. This is for why me and my ex did not work out. So, you guys, by the way, this is a series of exes. So if you want to check out my other pick-a-cards on exes, go ahead and check them out. But so this is Glitter Bitch. So some of you might recognize this from Trisha Paytas's box. But anyways, I got this actually from seeing her live in Dallas, Queen of Pop. Fun fact for any of you that click this, okay? You know the video that went viral of Trisha Paytas singing the Lady Gaga song? I filmed that. If you look at that video of her going, whoa, 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 like really badly, my name is in the top left of that because it was from my Instagram story. So shout out to all the pair. But anyways, so this is for why me and my ex did not work out. Glitter Bitch, I'm going to be honest. This is a petty one. This is definitely animosity left over. 100% animosity left over. That's why I put this one for group number 3. So let's see why there's animosity left over. And then we'll see why you guys did not work out. Ha! The star is reversed. Liar. Liar. I hear the words liar loud and clear. 8 of Cups, star mother. How can you mother yourself? Ooh! Woo, cha. Once was innocent. Knowledge means change. I'm telling you, this person's a liar. Might even be pathological. Set, chaos. Oh my God, this person's a liar. Bast, play. Oh my God, did you guys get cheated on? Mars, passion, sex, aggression. Did you guys get cheated on? withdraw, and fated to suffer. I feel very strongly that a lot of you guys got cheated on, 100%. And that's why I pulled the glitter bitch card. I wouldn't be surprised if someone seduced them from you, or perhaps they were just being petty and didn't care. But I feel very liar, cheater. I keep hearing those two words, liar, cheater. If they didn't cheat, then they're totally a liar. There are things that they told you that are just not the truth. Period. That's on period, love. So right there is why you didn't work out. The star is reversed, which means they love attention and they need attention. So they need attention. So they make stuff up for attention. A lot of their backstory is lied about. A lot of their situations lied about. They'll do anything for attention. If you give them attention, they'll do whatever you say. Like they are, it's a truth and attention whore. And the Eight of Cups is about running from problems. So Eight of Cups is like, I run from everything and I run into something new. This person just bounces from person to person, like just runs headfirst into things. They don't want to deal with things and they pass the buck on to other people. It's just someone that literally cannot take accountability for their actions at all. Star Mother here is about, I don't know if you guys can see this card. It literally says, how can you mother yourself? Which to me, like... That card is literally indicative of someone that like needed more attention as a child and needed more love as a child. Like they didn't get enough attention. And so now it's manifested into this. And once was innocent means that they had you fooled, girl. They had you fooled. You were like, oh my God, I can't believe that. Like, oh my God, like really that's happening to you? Girl. And once you figure it out, you were like, oh yeah, you were once innocent, but now knowledge means change. And this is completely different. And you're a lot more devious than I thought. And perhaps they told you that their ex did something that they actually did. Or maybe the falling out that they had with their past ex is exactly what ended up happening with you. And you started to realize, oh, it was actually you, not them. They might have even ran to an ex. But once was innocent tells me that this person is literally sour to you forever. Fated to suffer means that this person literally does this to everyone, pattern of behavior, and you guys were never, ever going to make it, period. You could have did everything you tried to make this work and it still wouldn't have worked out. This was literally a ticking time bomb and it was like the hourglass, like the sand was up. Like this was not going to happen. It just wasn't, there's no way. Literally set in stone that this was not going to work out. The chaos card means that this person likes to create drama. It makes them feel alive. I think that's what you were drawn to, is how like drama filled it was. It made you feel alive. It made you feel like it was never boring. And the play card tells me maybe some of you really just liked the sex. Maybe some of you just really liked the company. Maybe you liked the things that you were able to do together. You know, chaos can sometimes be fun chaos. And I think part of you were like, when it was fun, it was really fun. It was bad, it was really bad. This is like big ups, big downs. Or perhaps that manifested in a different way where they bragged about the sex and they were really bad at it. And then that's where the chaos came, because it seems like two sides of a coin. Like this person feels like either really amazing or just really awful, but thinks they're amazing. Mars, again, I told you that's the cheating card. It's not the cheating card, but all the cards together read the story of like cheating. I totally think this person cheated. If they didn't cheat, they wanted to. And if they didn't want to, then there must have been emotional cheating, because I just keep hearing cheater, liar over and over and over again. There is a total wandering eye. And even if they didn't, they wanted you to think that they did. But I really feel like they did. I mean, this is a fox, like a sly fox, like girl. And withdraw means that this person feels sorry for themselves and then goes inwards and plays literally victim. Like they're like, this is literally someone playing victim, and that's how they gain people. They gain attention by people being like, "Oh my God, everyone treats me so poorly, and my exes are so bad." And no, that's that shit. That's what they do. Sad boy again, or sad girl, because I know there are men that watch this too, honey, and bisexual people, etc. But I will say with the withdraw card, one thing that you need to remember is that this connection happened, right? Because you wanted something different. You wanted like some sort of vibrance. You wanted some sort of fun. You wanted all that stuff. And I think the story that's being painted here is that you should have known that this would have gone this way. And I think you probably figured out close to the end that it was going to happen. But what you were supposed to take into the next relationship was that not only red flags for a reason, and not to be willfully, blind, but you definitely really needed to figure out who you were, because you were living vicariously through them. You were totally living vicariously through them. You were so excited about everything and how everything was going that you forgot about reality. And I think even you were able to escape some of your problems through the chaos of this relationship. And the focus on this kind of helped you escape. Pisces are shaking. And so the reason this didn't work out is because they're literally a liar and a cheater. And I definitely think that they just jump from person to person. I also see the Mars card as them being combative. So you guys must have had wicked fights. If you didn't have wicked fights, you must have had the patience of a saint, because this person knows how to provoke. That's kind of it. Hopefully that they ended up learning to love themselves, although something tells me that they're still up to the same tricks. But yeah, it's kind of what I see for you with why my ex didn't work out, group number 3. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, make sure you follow me on Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, Antphrodite. Make sure you subscribe down below. Check out the other pick a cards for exes that I did in this series. There's like 3 or 4 of them. And if you would like to tip, there's a link to my PayPal down below. You don't have to, but if you do, I'd really appreciate it. Until next time, bye, group number 3.